Man, what's good, everybody? I know what you're gonna say. Already know what you're gonna say. Damn, where he been at? It's about damn time. Why you ain't posting nothing on this workout channel, man? What's going on? I hear you. I hear you. Or you don't really give a shit. Either way, I'm back with more workout videos, all right? I know it's been probably like 6 months or a year, but we finally back, man. I got a new camera lens, so I have like a, more range in what I could, show in the frame. So it's very nice. So I really want to be able to utilize this at the gym and build up my workout page. Today was back day. Well, this is actually a video that I did probably like 4 days ago when I did back day. So I'm just now getting around to posting this, but I started with a couple of pull-ups, and I did some weighted pull-ups, and right here I took off the weighted belt and I just did as many as I could. I'm really trying to increase my pull-up game. It's something that I've been lacking for a while, and I just started doing weighted pull-ups because pull-ups are a very underrated exercise. I know you have like your lat pull downs, your machines, all the other stuff that you do for back, but one thing I think people sleep on is just doing some, simple pull-ups. That will really give you a defined and strong back, if you do it with correct form. I still have to work on my form. I know there's different types of forms that you can use with pull-ups, but it's a good start, you know what I mean? So after pull-ups, I went over here to the Smith machine and did some bent over rows. I don't think you can really see that I'm standing on a 45 plate right there, but I like to stand on a 45 plate so I can get a full stretch of my lats, because when I'm not standing on a plate, it makes it really hard to feel the stretch. I think that the Smith machine for bent over rows is, a great workout if you're trying to build, nice lats. I think that whenever you're using the Smith machine, you want to always make sure that you're doing controlled reps. You don't want to just blow through this workout just trying to, lift the weight up and do as much weight as you can. It's okay if you're doing a lot of weight and you're controlling it, but if you're going to use the Smith machine, in my opinion, you want to make sure that you're really utilizing it in the best way possible, and also trying to control the weight, as opposed to just doing like barbell. Like for this instance right here, this is a variation of the bent over rows. This is more so for upper back. I would only recommend doing this workout if you have a strong core, because you don't want to fuck up your back. This particular variation will definitely humble you, because it will test your core. And if you have a weak core, you will start to round your back to get the weight up, which is what you don't want to do. As you can see right here, I'm going super light. And what you want to do is make sure that each rep is, you're basically trying to end each rep right before you hit your neck, right? Because you want to make sure the bar is going to that upper part of your back. So right here, I added like a 5, and again, I get that this is super lightweight, but trust me, you try this workout and you try to make sure that, you don't want to, do too much weight, because I'm telling you right now, if you put like 2 wheels on this thing, you will probably feel it in your lower back. I'm just saying. Although I will say the next time I try this particular variation, it will be on the Smith machine, just so that I don't have to worry about stabilizing my core as much. Now, I will say certain workouts will depend on you having a good core, whether it be the free barbell or like just regular Smith machine. But at least for the Smith machine, you wouldn't have to be super concerned with this particular exercise in this case. You know what I mean? I think that might be a little bit too much for certain people with that particular exercise. And you can just worry about just lifting the weight and just doing the reps. So I made my way over here to the cable lat pull downs, and this is of course one of my favorite back exercises to do. I do sometimes hear people say that they feel their biceps more than they actually feel their back, and I was the same way for a couple of years too, until I changed the way that I grip the bar. So I think that I mentioned this before in past workout videos, is that if you're hooking your thumb around the bar, you will most definitely feel it in your biceps. So I had to really unhook my thumb from around the bar and change my grip. After I did that, I felt it all in my back. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, dude, like I sometimes have been doing the same, exercises for years, and sometimes you just be doing shit wrong. Like, and it's not like you're not building any muscle, but you're not building it in the most effective way possible. So it's good to know that you can still learn, new things, even though you've been doing it for a number of years. See, like right here, I was doing underhanded cable lat pull downs, and I normally do this all the time, but I realized that I had to make a tweak in the way that I was doing each rep, because previously I would come all the way down to my upper chest, and this is for lats. So I saw a guy who was doing a video about this particular movement and how you should try to come down to your stomach. So since then, I have been feeling this way more in my lats, because beforehand I was like stopping at the top of my chest, and I was like, yo, why the fuck can I not feel this in my lats? So it's good to be open to new information. I've been working out for like 12 plus years, and I'm still learning new things. So you got to be a real student of the game, to make the gains. You know what I'm saying? So over here, I did some seated cable rows, and I think this particular exercise is probably the most, like, I don't know if I'm doing it right type of workout. Because if you jump online, it's specifically TikTok or like Instagram, you have so many people telling you, no, you do it this way, no, you do it that way, no, you actually have to keep your back still and let the weight come to you. No, you have to go with the weight, and when you finish, bring it to you like this. It's really, I think, preference. Damn, I do them that way just because I enjoy feeling the stretch in my back, and I've done them both ways. So it's really up to you. Of course, you don't want to do a variation that's gonna fuck up your back. So if one feels like it's putting more strain on your back, then do the other variation. So, and also decrease the weight. You don't have to always go super heavy on that particular movement either. So I don't, and I see results all the time. Everybody's different, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't test your abilities and have progressive overload, but sometimes you get more out of doing less. And if you have done lower weight, then maybe you can increase the weight. You are able to gauge that. So I came over here and did some preacher curls. I don't really go that heavy on preacher curls like that no more. I used to put 45 and like a 5 on there on my last set, but this is another workout that you really don't have to go crazy heavy on to see results in your arms. I stick with 25. Sometimes I go up to 35. One thing I like to point out though is that you want to kind of like lean in when you're doing these reps, because if you're like sitting back and you're doing this particular movement, I think you have more of a potential to have a bicep tear. I like to lean forward so I can really get a good handle and control of the weight when it's descending down each rep. I also like to incorporate like a half a second pause at the bottom and then complete the rep, because I want to be able to have that stretch each and every rep. But anyway, guys, this is my back workout recently. It's nice to be back on this channel. If you enjoyed the content, give your boy a thumbs up, subscribe. And I plan on posting a lot more on this channel, so be on the lookout for more gym content, man. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.